Control, control. See my baby want to take control. Sexy, para ballet. So you want to take charge, okay?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be me changing up my routine a little bit and using a lot of new products. The main thing that I'm really using in this video is the new Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsession palette, and this is what this bad boy looks like. So I'm not going to keep rambling, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so we're going to be using a lot of new products for this video, things that I got from Generation Beauty, things that I got from PR. By the way, if you are not following me on Instagram, that is where I show you guys all like the PR and stuff that I get. And I'm always so excited and dramatic about it, but I love sharing with you guys the things that I get, and it's always so surreal that I am even getting PR, but I'm just rambling at this point, so let's just kind of move on to face. So the first thing that we're going to be going into is hydration, moisturizer, and I'm going to first go into my Milk Makeup. This is their cooling water stick. And I'm going into the Milk Makeup blurring stick, and I'm just going to swipe this all over my face. As you can tell, I am using a lot of Milk Makeup products. I'm not being sponsored to use them. It's just I received it in PR. So I absolutely love the cooling stick. In regards to the blurring stick, I don't mind it. I don't think it actually blurs out my skin like drastically, like my Benefit Professional. You do have to like tug on your skin just a little bit to get the product actually on your skin. So I mean, I'm just putting it out there. You can kind of decide whether or not it's worth buying for you. For foundation, I'm going to be going into my Jouer Essential High Coverage Foundation. The shade that I have is Caramel. Absolutely love this foundation. It is incredibly full coverage. You only need one pump. And I'm going to blend this in using my e.l.f. sponge. I absolutely love this sponge. If you have not tried it, trust me when I say you're kind of missing out. Like, do you see the amount of coverage this gives me? Alright, moving on to concealer, I'm sticking with Jouer, and I'm using their new Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer that they came out with. And the color that I'm using is Dulce de Leche. And of course, going back in with that e.l.f. sponge and blending this out. I really, really like this concealer. Like, honestly, my top three now are the Tarte Shape Tape, the Jouer concealer, as well as the Too Faced Born This Way. Those three concealers are so worth the price and so worth buying. To set everything, I'm going into my loose setting powder from Milk Makeup. This is their Blur and Set powder. This is in the shade Translucent Medium. I'm actually just gonna go in and set the rest of my face with this powder. I really, really like it. For bronzer here, no surprise, I'm going into my Hoola Benefit bronzer with the Hoola brush as well. What I'm going to do is take a small brush here. This is the Jaclyn Hill 07 brush with Morphe, and just kind of snuggle it in here. And I'm using the same Hoola bronzer from Benefit. For blush, I'm going to be going into the Benefit Galifornia blush here with my favorite brush from Morphe. This is the Morphe M500. I'm just going to lightly dust this all over my cheeks. This blush does have a little bit of shimmer, so just kind of putting that out there. But again, it doesn't really emphasize any of my texture because the shimmer is so fine. For highlighter, I am going into one of my top holy grail highlighters. If you are a brown color girl and you cannot find the right highlighter shade for you, please do yourself a favor and get this one. This is the Ofra Cosmetics and Nikki Tutorials collaboration in the shade Glow Gold. Honestly, if you asked me if there was one highlighter formula and shade that I could use for the rest of my life, it would definitely be this one. Okay, face is officially done. I'm gonna go in and set everything, and I'm using the Faced Hangover RX. This is their 3-in-1 setting spray. Per usual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, do one of my eyes, and come back with you guys. Okay, one eye is finally done. For this look, I used the Huda Beauty. This is her new Amethyst Obsession palette. She has a couple of these palettes that have different color schemes on each of them. So one is green, one is more bluish, the other one is more like warm toned with red. But of course, the one that I picked is more on the purple side. Before I even go into the palette, the first thing I'm going to do is just take a little brush here and buff out any creasing that's on my lid. So I'm going to just first mix these two shadows and use that as my transition shade. And of course, placing it in that upper crease area. And making sure that I bring it down on that outer corner and winging it out. Honestly, this is a really easy eye look. We're only going into about 2 to 3 shades in our crease and then just going into our lid color. It's really just about blending and taking your time, which I feel like is every look. Now I'm going into my Morphe GH33 brush and I'm picking up the darkest purple here. Lots of pigment. I am tapping this on the outer corners first and then buffing it into the crease. Really quickly going back into those first 2 shades that I used with that first brush. I'm lightly buffing it into those edges there. For my lid color, now I'm going into this shade right here. What I am going to do is pack my brush with the color and then go in with a setting spray. Use whatever you like and actually wet the brush and then go straight onto the lid. As you guys know, most of her like shimmer shadows work best with a finger. In all honesty, any shimmer shadow that you use always will work best with a finger. But these shadows that she came out with recently are beautiful with a brush, but I will definitely say wetting it is going to give you that same impact as if you were to use your finger. Now what I am going to do is go back into that dark purple that I used and kind of just close off and buff out that edge here and then blend it up into the crease. For my waterline, I am not going in with black. I'm actually going into a purple liner. This is a Pop Beauty Kajal pencil in the color Inky Purple. Just going to pack that on my waterline as well as kind of dragging it down a little bit low on my lash line as well. And to kind of set and buff that out, I'm going in with my GH43 brush and picking up the dark purple once again. And I picked up those two pink shades that I used, and I'm using that to buff out this edge. For my inner corner brow bone highlight, I'm going back into that same highlight we used for our face, which is the Ofra Cosmetics Glow Gold, and just tucking that in right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go off camera, apply my wing liner, mascara, as well as some lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, moving on to lips. I've already lined my lips and I used my WetnWild gel lip liner in the color Bear to Comment. If you guys have not tried these lip liners from WetnWild, please try them. They are so good. For lipstick, I'm going to be going into the Kokie Cosmetics Kissable Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nirvana. I've never tried this, so I am interested to try their lipstick. Pretty. You guys know that I love a good nude, and these are the kinds of nudes I go for. So this is the end of the look, guys. So everything that I did try out in this video, I absolutely love. The only thing I was like on the fence about was the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, only because it was a little bit difficult to apply, and I feel like it didn't blur on my skin as much as I personally wanted to. But the cooling cream is so nice. I will say if you put that in like the fridge and then apply it in the beginning of your day, it's going to feel amazing on your skin. The Huda Beauty Amethyst palette is awesome. I will say the formula of her shimmer shadows in these palettes are so much better than her previous palettes, so I will definitely say these are worth picking up. So again, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as follow me on Instagram. The link is always in the description box, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!